Lighting is one of the most important aspects of your scenes and your renders. You can have a great concept but have the work fall short because of poor lighting. While it isn't rocket science, it can take a while to understand and implement lighting well into your scenes. In this video, I want to share with you an Iray lighting kit I put together. My gift to you. Hopefully it'll help you guys out with some of your scenes, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. Also, make sure to stick around to the end for an installation tutorial in case you need it. Once your character is set up and loaded into Daz3D, you can load the lights straight in. Every scene can be different, so expect to have to adjust the lights a little. To do that, make sure you first have the light controller selected. Once you do, switch to your secondary viewport, as this will make it easier to position your lights. Sometimes this will be all you need, and other times you might find that the front of the subject is just too dark. In these cases, you might want to add a spotlight to brighten up the subject's darker areas. Positioning might be tricky at first, but there's a useful trick for positioning lights in Daz3D. Add a new spotlight from the hotbar. Depending on your scene, you can decide if default position is fine, or if you'd want the light to start at your active location. For me, I'm going to use default. Once your spotlight is added, make sure it's selected before going back to your secondary viewport. In your secondary viewport, you can change the camera to the spotlight you just created. This will allow you to place the light in first person, that you get more accurate with placement for specific lighting situations that you might have in mind. You can get creative with this part by combining light position, color, and intensity among other things that we'll go over shortly. But for now, I want to create an aerial spotlight coming from the direction that the subject is looking. The purpose of this is to create a soft light to show the details of the face and torso areas that are currently too dark and underexposed. Next, we're going to start messing with the parameters of the spotlight. To start, just so we know what we're doing, I like to increase the lumens to around 20,000 lumens. We'll be lowering it eventually as we further fine-tune things. If this is a result you're happy with, then we can stop right here with nothing more to do. But as I want stronger contrast and more shadows, I'm going to continue further. I'm going to choose a light purple color to blend with the dope runner lights. This can be done in a few ways, and all of them can be combined for better results. I like this purple, so now I'm going to start blending the light. Power and brightness are controlled by lumens. If your light is too low or too high, don't be afraid to really crank this setting if you feel you need to. To add even more depth to your scene, you can load my fog preset. This will be ready to go by default and will soften and scatter all lights in your scene. If you added your fog after like me, you may need to adjust a couple lights, as adding fog generally softens everything and weakens your lights a little bit, so now would be the time to make any extra changes. And finally, for this light, the last thing I did was to lower the spread angle, as I only wanted the light to fall on the face and the chest of the subject, and not the whole front of it. That looks good to me, so we can call it done here and start our render. If you aren't able to install the dope runner kit, stay tuned as I'll be walking you through Daz content installation. If you found this video helpful so far, don't forget to leave a like as a thank you. Once you've navigated to the website page, scroll to the bottom and click the link. You'll be redirected to my Patreon, where you can download the file free of charge. And maybe subscribe, please and thank you. When the download finishes, extract the folder and leave it for now. In the meantime, we need to find our Daz content directory. If you know where it is, you can skip this step and install. If you don't, then head to your content library. Find this icon in the corner of your content library and then click on Content Directory Manager. Under Daz3D formats, you'll find a file path here. This is your content directory. You can change it or create a second path, as I've done here. Whichever path your Daz client is using, you want to click on that path and then click Edit. From here, you can copy the path from File Explorer, and then you can close the tab after. In the content folder and the dope runner folder, navigate to where you see light presets and drag the light preset folder into your content library. Once done, Head back into your Daz content library and find the root folder of your content and refresh it. Skipping this step won't let us see the new content. I might have a few more folders than you, but the path will be the same. Just follow light presets, iota, dope runner, and the kit will be waiting and ready to use. If a few of you found this video helpful, let me know by leaving a like on the video, and maybe even subscribing. If you need additional help or tips, me or someone else will be more than happy to help you in the comments. Thanks for watching.